Well, the Louisiana Shakespeare Company is proud to announce its upcoming production of The Tempest by William Shakespeare. It tells the story of chaos between the main character Storm and real-life devastation from Hurricane Katrina. And here to share more is Jennifer Bouquet. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining me. So this is a story that's revamped and retold in a different way. How is this going to be different from the original?
Right. So in the original, there is a storm, right, that causes a shipwreck. What we decided to do is we decided to take away the shipwreck part of it because we here in the Gulf Coast and especially in Louisiana, it's not just about necessarily just Hurricane Katrina. There's plenty of hurricanes that decimate cities. We're very familiar with stories of having our lives tossed about in a storm and then not being able to come back to it. In New Orleans, it is the 20th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina, and that was very much so at the forefront of my brain whenever we were talking about how we were going to adapt this version of it. So yeah, it's about love, betrayal, revenge, forgiveness. There's a whole bunch involved in it.
Are there any characters, without giving too much away, that people should be looking forward to, or maybe a character that's going to stand out?
There are definitely some standout characters. There are definitely some characters. When I talked to my cast about it, I told them, the concept for what it was, and then I told them, who do you know? Like, who are some familiar people that you know that these characters sort of embody? So you will see characters that are very familiar, right, that people here in Louisiana might be used to seeing.
And even if people aren't from Louisiana or lived through Katrina, I'm sure people have lived through some type of devastation, heartbreak, storm, or some type of storm in their life, whether it's, literally or figuratively. Correct. So now talk about what people can expect from a family standpoint. Is this kid friendly? Can everybody come to this type of show?
Everybody can come to this type of show. We do have a warning whenever you buy tickets because there will be loud noises, flashing lights, because it is about a storm. So we have loud thunder, we have flashing lights to simulate lightning, things like that. But it is funny. It is, I would say family friendly for older children just because the language, we still are speaking the Shakespeare language, so it may be very difficult for little kids to understand. But yeah, it's still family friendly. Anybody can come. Tickets are on sale now.
And I'm glad you mentioned the lights too. That's, for anyone who has sensitivities to the lights and sound and things like that. That's good to know. Now, talk about the importance of supporting theater in general.
Oh my gosh, so it's so important just because as far as the arts go, it's just, everyone is trying right now. There are so many theaters out there. You have us, you have Playmakers, you have Red Magnolia, 225 Theater Collective, and we're all just trying to do the same thing and give people a creative outlet at all ages in any sort of way we can. Like we specialize in Shakespeare, Playmakers does children's theater. We're all over the place, and it's just a way for people to have a creative outlet to grow and learn and just have fun in the process. So we really need the support of the community because that's the only way we can represent and help the community that supports us.
Now I have to ask, because I know you do a lot behind the scenes, will you be making any appearances on the stage in this production, or can you
not in this production?
Not in this production. Okay.
I'm directing it.
Right.
I'm not going to say not in the future you might not see me on the stage, but not in this one.
Not in this one. Well, if you want to check this out, you have several opportunities on Fridays and Saturdays in August, and tickets are $25, so pretty affordable for your family. Of course, you can bring the kids if you want to do that as well. Tickets are on sale now, and this is happening at the Arts Council in Baton Rouge. So you can find more information. Jen, thank you so much for joining me this morning. We'll have more information on our website, LouisianaFirstNews.com. Stay right there. We'll be right back after the break.